Hello. So I think the World Rapid and Blitz Championships will start in about half an hour. Okay. So let's play some Blitz games. Some mega team battle is going on. So let's join this arena. Okay, d4, knight f6. Playing against a 700. Okay, what is this? Let's go for h5. Okay, I think this sort of moves are not good at all in the opening. Then play knight e4. Okay, knight e4. Let's play knight e4, attacking the queen. Okay. Let's go e6, open the way for the bishop. Takes. Now I think knight b4 is a threat, attacking these two pawns and the queen. Okay, I'm pretty low on time also. So okay, here I think I can play knight b4. c6. Okay, he hands the queen. Knight f2. Okay, knight f2, or just here attacking this. The spin is here. Okay, everything is hanging, and this here, and this is a mate. Let's see what he does. Okay, he does not go there. Let's see if okay, I have only 9 seconds. He's getting mated. Okay, easy game. Let's go to the next game. Okay, here e4. Let's go e5. I'm playing against a high rated. Let's see, 6 bishop or bishop c5. Knight f6. Okay, here this is a tricky opening. If I go castles, he'll go bishop g5. So I have to play h6. Knight c3. So castle. Okay, one. He's planning to play e5, so I have to stop it. How do I stop it? I can let him play e5, no problem. Here, if I okay, I think the sacrifice is working because of this pin. Sorry, this pin. Here I play knight f4. I think this is winning because I have this check. Or is it winning? Okay. I can take here, or I can play this move here. Okay. This is a pretty complicated position. Okay, I gain back material and I'm in a winning position, but I have very less time. Okay, I lost this game. This was a stupid mistake. Okay, where did I go wrong? Here, everything was about equal. Okay, he could have actually played here, and both my pieces were hanging, so that would have been a better move if he had seen it. But he took. Okay, we hear rook d8. I don't know why, but it seems like this is the best move. It is, I think, something like queen e2, then queen g4 is there, knight f4, and takes. So this is winning for black. Okay, so I should have played that, but I played knight f4. Okay, this position. Okay, I think this was a draw. Yes. Okay, it's still better because of the bishop there. Okay, now this is a draw. But where did I mess it up? Okay, h5 is a bad move. I should have kept these pawns here. Cover all the squares. Okay. Okay, let's go back. Next game. Always develop your pieces. Here I can play d5, and if he takes, I'll take with this pawn. Here h6, then d5. So what is this move? Free bishop. If I had played here, he would have taken because of this pin. So this move is pretty forced to defend this pawn. And now I'll play knight g6. So pretty good position. Also I'm playing against 1000, so it's no credit. Okay, he plays check and I go here. Everything is defended. If he takes, I take back, or else I give a check. And if he takes, I take back. He's thinking. Oh, he takes here. And now he has to take, and I am a clear piece up. He has just one pawn. So, not too bad. Okay, he goes back, but now I give this check. Oh, I should have taken here. What am I doing? But okay. Now I can just take here. Give some checks, maybe. Clearly winning position. If he goes here, I'll give this check. And this pin. So, another win. He just hangs the queen. Everything is hanging. Okay, it is hangs. So, I think I think there is still 17 minutes to go for the World Rapid and Blitz Chess Championship Day 2. So it is round 6, and there are some pretty good matches like Hikaru Nakamura versus Yavokir Sindarov, Abdusattorov versus our Indian Ronak Sadhwani, Erigaisi versus Robson Ray, and we also have Magnus Carlsen and some top board actions. So I think we'll get back to this in about 17 minutes. Till then, let us play some blitz or bullet, whatever is the best. So let's start. Want to play some bullet games just to calm my mind. Okay, e4. I don't like this sacrifice. I just have two pieces, and two pieces is generally better than the rook in any circumstance. But I have to take care of my time, because the time is the main factor in these games. Okay, so I won by time. This was a pretty good game, pretty intense game. Okay, let's play another game. Let me make this smaller so that you guys can see the time. Yes, okay, this is perfect. Let's go for a new opponent. Okay, I'm playing a 2400. That was a mouse slip. Okay, got a free piece. Thank you very much. Okay, if he takes here, I have a very good checkmating idea. Give a check here. If he moves here, he fell into this trap. This is a mate. Okay, good game, good game. Let's go for another one. Okay, now let us go here. Okay, 10 minutes more for the World Rapid and Blitz. With this opening I play on a regular basis, so don't think I'll face too much problems. Just develop the juicers, connect your pieces, play e4. Okay, that would have been a blunder, sorry. And now e4. Okay, isn't this bad? Uh, Taking takes. Okay, that was a bad game. Okay, I'll take a short break now, and then we have 8 minutes left for the Fide World Rapid and Blitz Championship Day 2. So I'll see you guys then. Okay, we are back for the World Rapid and Blitz Championship 2024 live coverage. And here the games are about to start. Before that, I would like to show you the standings. Here, Murzin Volodar is leading. There are 4 players on 4.5. So, and then we have an Indian at 4, two Indians actually, Ronak Sadhwani and Arjun Erikaisi, and a lot of players on 3.5 and 3. And we have the defending champion, world number 1, Magnus Carlsen, at 2.5. He's having a terrible, terrible event. So let's start the coverage here. I think the games have started. Let's look at board number 1. The games are about to start, maybe. The games are about to start. Okay, the games are starting. Okay, they have started. So Volodar Murzin goes for d4, and we have d5. This is the second board, and the top board. Carlsen always plays in the top board, and he also goes for d4. So we have quite a lot of d4. Here we have an Queen's Gambit accepted. Okay, all of this is standard theory. Let's see how white plays this. There are a lot of ways to play. He can go Queen e2, or he goes Knight c3. Okay, he goes Knight c3. Okay. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Okay. Okay. Now let's. Okay. So many moves are played. Queen e2, standard move. e6. Knight c6 is more common, putting pressure on this pawn, and then rook d1. But black goes for e6. Maybe some b5 ideas. Develop the bishop to b7, the long diagonal. Okay, this game is going on. Let's look at the game of Carlsen. This is an interesting position. He plays knight f3, and then an English opening, d4. Okay, this is quite interesting. Not a lot of games have been played here in this move. D takes c4 is most common, or bishop e7, but here d4 was played by black, d3 by Magnus, c5, and now e4. E4 is also an interesting move. It's the main move, gaining space, and Knight c6 is played. I think white will play e5, just get a good space and then defend the pawn with queen e2. Okay, let's see how the game goes. Let's look at the game of Sindarov and Nakamura, as I think this is quite rightly a Sicilian, a very interesting Sicilian. The Sicilian Khan. Okay, now f3 is the most common move. f3, queen c7, queen d2, white prepares for long castling and attack on the black king. Okay, next game we have another English opening, and here this is the reverse Sicilian, as they like to call it, because white is playing as Sicilian as the black side and black is playing as the white side. So if that is too complicated, just try to think of it as a reverse Sicilian, where white is playing as black and black is playing as white. But here everything is good and they are liquidating pieces. I think something like e5 is definitely a threat now, so maybe bishop e7. Let's check with the engine. Okay, engine wants to go c5. Kick the queen back and go for b5. Get space on the queen side. Let's see what Ronak Sadhwani does. He plays knight d7. I don't particularly like this move, as the knight is retreating to a position, and now I think Nadir will play queen d2 and then he'll get some space with f4. So I don't think that is too good. Let's see what is happening in the other games. Let's look at the game of Carlsen. Okay, as I said, all of these moves were played, and then bishop to f4, all normal developing moves. Yes, Kaka Bolo, কেমন আছো? Sriji Pal Chaudhary. Meow meow. Yes, meow meow. Absolutely. Bhai, what are you doing now? Sriji Paul Chaudhary. I know what you are doing, but let the gods not say it. Sriji Paul Chaudhary is watching my stream. Anyways, h4 played by Carlsen. b6 played. And I think knight b2 will be played now, as it is the normal move. Okay, engine suggests something like knight e4, maybe go knight d6. Get that outpost. Get that outpost. Okay, let's go to another game. Let's see some interesting games. Let's see. Where is Eric? I see. Okay, here. Okay, this is quite an interesting position. Okay, it started as the normal Queen's Gambit in Slav, sorry, semi-Slav. E4, a new move by Robson. Okay, everything is good. Wow, just look at this move. Bishop f8. If king takes its mate in one, bad luck for the king. Bad luck for the king, but obviously he will not take. But this also threatens the pawn on g7, so something has to be done here. Something has to be done here. Let's see what guys he plays. Okay, he plays queen g6. Obviously, he won't fall for this cheap threat. Now knight f4 is the best move according to the engine. Let's see what is played. Okay, let's look at some other games. Let's look at the game of Carlsen. Okay, still Carlsen is thinking what to do. Maybe he goes knight e4. Okay, let's look at this game. This I think is a very interesting game. Daniel Dubov versus Denis Lazovic. Both are extremely talented young players, and both are very attacking and creative players also. So they are okay. D4, D5. This is the Catalan, pseudo Catalan. Everything is normal. Okay, these are just normal moves. The main problem of black which he wants to solve in this position is the pawn on c6. This is a weak pawn, and if he can somehow get knight d7, queen b6, rook c8, c5 in, he's absolutely fine. The main idea of white would be to stop that and head into the endgame. So that is what okay, knight b3, guarding the c5 square, knight d7, bishop a5, queen d2. The play is centered around this square. This square is a very important square. Black is trying to play c5 and white is trying to block it by all possible means. That is what this game is about, the strategic balance to be maintained. Queen e2 is played. Okay, let's go to another game. This game seems very interesting. And look at the time. Erigasi has 16 minutes on the clock, while Robson has 3 minutes. Only 3 minutes. I think Robson is a little bit better, but okay. This was not the best move. Obviously not the best move. Okay, e5. Wow, what a move. Now if he takes, he's getting back the pawn, but then black will easily develop. Let's see what Robson does. I think he will take the pawn. Okay, let's go to the game of Carlsen. A lot has happened here. Here, okay, Carlsen did go for e3 and then h5. So he is not playing knight e4, but he is instead gaining space on the king side. And here black castled long. I don't like this move very much because now knight e4. What is happening is that after something, let's say a random move, let's say king b8, and now b4 and white can break on the queen side, but black has no counterplay on the king side because if something like g5, just h takes g6, rook takes g6, and this king is very secured here. And white on the other hand can play b5 and something like a4. You'll see after some moves, let's say h5, knight d6 is coming in and all sorts of trouble in the black camp. So white's pieces are very active, and in the attack the active pieces are what you want to have. So basically this position is winning for white. So let's see what black does. Black has to think in this position. The engine shows the best move is a5, but then after b4, engine says take, and now take on b4. But this is actually a very difficult move to make for a human because you are just advancing the pawn and you are inviting white to play b4, and no player wants to undermine themselves on their own and invite the opponent for the attack. That is the last thing you want to do when you are playing a game of chess. So let's see what is played. e5 can be played. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it would be pretty difficult for an IM. Okay, as I said, he took on e5, obviously, and now Carlsen also took and played b4. Yes, this is the best move. Attacking c5, putting pressure on the queen side, and we see the trademark style of Carlsen. All his pieces are ready to attack. The knight is on a good position, the bishop is looking at the long diagonal, the other bishop is looking at the long diagonal, and black is pretty cramped up also for space. Let's see how this game goes. Okay, some other games. Okay, this game I think will We left it somewhere here. Yes, and indeed everything is now exchanged, and I think we are heading for a draw. As the bishops are of opposite color, and there is absolutely 99.9% chance of this game ending in a draw. Okay, this game, Daniel Naroditsky, quite good position for black, quite comfortable. This also happened a Sicilian and accelerated dragon. So very rare opening in the elite level, but possible definitely as it is being played. And here should have played f4. At least take away this square, do something with your pawns. Queen c1. Okay, f4 was not played, and so knight c5 was played, and now black has the bishop pair. Very comfortable position for black. Okay, this game ended in a draw between Yavuki Sindarov and Hikaru Nakamura. Okay, this is just a mutual draw. This is when neither of the player wants to play. So what do? You make a draw. Okay, I'll be back after a short break. Let the games proceed a little bit further, and then we'll see the action on the other side of the break.